Hey everyone, Honeyjade here, and welcome to the final part of the Zero Escape Lurch's Vast Rewards Let's Play, or playthrough, stream through, whatever you like to call it. I'm just basically here just to give that this is the final part for the game, and also my thoughts and opinions on both games that I did of Zero Escape 999, which is 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors, and of course this game as well, Virtue's Last Reward. Okay, so let's start with the first game actually. The first game I thought, like I said before, was a really good game. Even though it didn't have many endings, I still liked it a lot of playing that sort of game, and it just gives a different story development in each route that you pick, like how you pick it, etc. And my favorite character in all of that, and I've already said it before, I have actually two, is Junpei and Akane, aka June in that, which apparently, funny enough, was Zero in the game. Sorry, spoiler header warnings, but yeah, yeah, basically Junpei and Akane are actually my two favourite characters in that whole game. It's just the character behind them all, and like how they react, etc. And in Virtue's Last Reward, again, unfortunately, Akane and Junpei want, you know, themselves in this one, but if I have to pick a favourite character, I think it would be Junpei's grandpa herself, Temiyoji, and Quark. And in Virtue's Last Rewards, my emotional and favourite ending was actually Temiyoji's, because it just gave a little bit more depth of what happened to him when he was gradually getting older and such, and that the world around him was not what we all seemed to believe. So yeah, Temiyoji in that was my favourite. I wouldn't say the main protagonist Sigma was, but he was a very good character nevertheless, but Temiyoji for me was my favourite, I feel. But if I had to pick anybody else besides Temiyoji, because obviously I've got Temiyoji's Junpei, it would have to be Luna. I love Luna to bits. She would definitely top Temiyoji any day of the week for me in the Virtual Last Reward. So, what do I think of Virtue's Last Reward? For me, Virtual Last Reward was a bit difficult with some of the puzzles, and most of the time in this game I would have to look it up, or that my partner will have to look it up and to solve the puzzle that way. So in hindsight it was difficult, but eventually got there in the end, and I'm very happy that we managed to do that. So I don't know if you hear that or not, but that's just outside. It is very cold today. The official date for this would be the 3rd of November, so So you may be wondering, Honeyjade, you finished 2 games so far by streaming. Are you going to stream any more? And the answer is yes, I shall be. I will be streaming more of certain games like this, because I don't think for my PlayStation, which I've done most of my Twitch streaming on, would take most of the stress of like adventure games and stuff like that, and it'll go all pixely and whatnot. So I think for me for now, that with this game, basically I would have to get games like this, like storytelling games for the console and all that. But don't fear, because I will actually be streaming from the odd game or two from my PC. It's not a gaming PC, it's just a, you know, like various streams, but I will be recording that as well. So with games like the Zero Escape series, I would definitely be like streaming it on Twitch on the PlayStation 4. For other games and such, I will actually get a recording of like from another way or something like that. So I am going to be doing a let's play of Sonic Forces when it comes out eventually for me, which is in a couple of days. And I will actually be getting it via recording clips, which you will probably see in this, because the first clip that you're seeing in the moment is one of the back in time clips where Sigma goes back to his somewhat original body and meets up with Akane. Oh yeah, I forgot to say spoiler warnings. So yeah, this is basically what happens to Sigma, his 22-year-old self, happens when he leaps back. And he's seen the disaster happening, basically. So he is roughly in the wave of Radical 6. Anyway, like I said before with the recording process, yes, I will be doing Sonic Forces, but not live streaming it because I'm worried about all the pixel stuff and whatnot. So I'm basically just going to be catching clips of basically of the adventure for the custom character that I will make, Sonic's parts, everything that I can catch possibly, because the time limit I have set it for catching the recording is an hour, at least an hour. So any other games that I'm planning to do, I will say that there is a third installment to this game. So I will be doing Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma. So I will be recording that. And that's going to be the next live streams that I will do to complete so far this game series of the Zero Escape series. I am also planning to do recordings on my PC, like I said before. Doing Bendy and the Ink Machine. I some other games. There's some other game that I've got on my PC that I was planning to record, but I never got to finish that, and going to start over with that one. What was it? Untold Stories? Yeah, Untold Stories. Basically, like a couple of horror games and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what I am actually planning to do. And they will be in the recording software of Ubisoft. Ubisoft, I would definitely say, is a good recording software to use to do basically some gameplays and stuff like that, etc. So I think that's about much what I can say in it. I'm just gonna say that with Zero Time Dilemma, it's definitely gonna be an interesting game, and I have actually played it before, but on a different platform. So I have a feeling some things are going to change, but if not, then I know what to do in it roughly. But like I did with these two, 9 persons, 9 hours, 9 doors, I would have to probably look a few things up. Also, I already have a new favourite in that game as well, but I'm not gonna say, because I'm just gonna say that in that my favourite pairing is back. Certain characters from this game, Virtue's Last Reward, are back, and most of the other cast are new faces, which apparently are related to this whole scenario. So through the live stream, I will be having my partner actually joining me with Zero Time Dilemma. So you might have seen her chatting away in the live streams, helping me out, etc. She is, oh my goodness, she is, I'm happy that I have her. She's amazing, and I don't think my life would be the same after certain events that had happened with me through the past year or so, which I'm not gonna say here, but yeah. What is the plan for this channel, this random channel that I'm doing? Well, for starters, I am actually planning to do a new rant on a certain topic that has happened over 2 years ago, which is getting annoying for me and a few of my friends. So I will bring that up, not in this recording, but in a rant video about that particular situation and so forth, and maybe having some special voices or notes from a couple of people, aka my friends, of that particular situation. It needs to be done and said. Oh, that's all I'm gonna say. And like, yeah, like I said before, there's going to be a few more channels of Let's Plays, which sadly in Sonic Forces there'll be no commentary or anything like that. It's just pure gameplay. And, well, in the Bending in the Ink Machine and Untold Stories, that's gonna be like a co-op thing with me and my partner. So she's gonna be trying to, I'm gonna basically try and get her to join in the fun as much as I can, and hopefully my PC can handle that. On my other channel, the JiaYueHoneyJade channel, there will be some new speed drawings that will be coming onto the channel, once I get that over and done with. And maybe in a couple of them that I would do some first person, third person characterizations for some of the characters that I have. So basically they're mostly going to be tabletop characters that I have created, which I wish to use and play. One of them actually is from Shades of Vengeance, because they have a really interesting tabletop system, and I would love to make a character and actually play with those guys of one of their campaigns, which was, what is it called? Sorry, I'm just moving butts around here. Era of Nostatium, I think that's how you pronounce it. If not, and somebody from Shades of Vengeance quote me on that, I do apologize. I'm not very good with my language wise, so I do speak full English, it's just I have trouble speaking it at times of complicated words. So I am also going to be doing a Undertale's character Q&A with my partner, with her AU of Creative Tale and my AU of Miracle Tale. At the moment on Tumblr I am still on hiatus because I want to gather some bits and want to post them then. This includes the playlist of these games, so everybody on Tumblr, if you want to watch this, that is completely fine, and I hope you enjoy the content. It's not perfect, and it's just all random jibber jabber, and yes, there will be quiet times, but nevertheless, I hope you still enjoy the game to the fullest, and maybe want to play this game, because apparently in one of my streams I actually convinced somebody to actually play this game, and I was giving my honest opinion. Basically with these games, they are basically escape puzzle room games when your life is on the line, basically. So and it has a very good story behind it as well, like how certain characters react and how certain characters have these certain abilities that maybe can manipulate their mind to jump through different histories and time. So basically going to alternate realities, in other words. So some people may be confused about what is happening with Clover between these two games. Well, spoiler warnings. Clover in Virtue's Last Reward is the same Clover from 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. It's just, basically, I think this is how her timeline goes between these two games. So basically, she was kidnapped along with her brother Light, aka Snake, was playing the Nonary game for the second time in 9 hours, 9 persons indoors. So she has some experience of what has happened. Once escaping the test site of the Nonary game that they were in, basically what happened afterwards is that of course the parent got overprotective and worried about their kids being kidnapped and all that again, etc. So basically those two decided to run away, just trying to live their normal lives until this person, as you can see in this part of the video, Alice, comes along to ask for their assistance. Now, for me, when I saw Alice, I thought she was Alice with Ice 9 in the from that coffin many years ago. Excuse me. Oh dear. Sorry, it's just I'm doing this early in the morning, etc. So, anyway, so basically, Alice comes along to ask for Light and Clover's assistance, explaining all the details and stuff like that and whatnot. So, basically, both Light and Clover agreed to it and joined their organization. Through the organization, all of them went through some very intense training, and basically in one situation on the 22nd that Alice mentions in the game of Virtue's Last Reward, that they were picked up by Zero, aka Akane, in stasis pods, and to them they have no knowledge or recollection of whether that they were in these because they were unconscious. So what happened is that their bodies maintained their youthfulness in those ice pods for 45 years. And to them, they basically think, oh, it's still this particular year, it hasn't gone by. Nope. It is actually 45 years into the future, and everything around them, as they know, has changed. Even the families they have know them. So, and I had a chat with my partner about this sort of situation. So basically, would Clover still be worried about her brother? Yes, but she doesn't show it. She knows what her brother is like. She knows what Light's like with Clover's situation. So Clover knows that the organization that they're in will try their best to keep Light safe in the organization, and that he will be fine. However, since 45 years have passed, there could be two outcomes in this situation. That they're still alive, but in a different part of the world, or the organization, or that the organization has conceived Radical 6 and have died, aka passed away for some people. So I would think that would worry Clover immensely, but like I said, she doesn't show it. She actually keeps it to herself. Maybe talks to Alice a little bit with that, but most of the time she would keep it to herself. I mean, we've seen her in certain scenarios that with certain information she keeps it to herself. At least this is what I think. So, and yeah, instead of 10 years, as Clover claims, it is actually 55 years ago that happened. That the last Nonary Game happened. So. Though it makes me question about each character of like, of course we got to know more of the backstory of everybody in this video. Basically we got to know more about Dio, the bastard. Don't get me wrong, of course I don't like Dio. Dio is an arsehole through all of this, but I love his voice actor Liam O'Brien. He is an awesome guy, and he done an amazing job of voice acting such a dick like Dio. So to Liam O'Brien, love you, man. You are absolutely awesome voice actor. This is the thing, because that's the only voice I recognise out of all of the cast was actually Liam O'Brien's voice, who was playing Dio. I need to look up to see who else was actually playing certain characters and whatnot, but nevertheless, I just basically want to say that to anybody that's watching this video right now, and I've been recording for so long, for about so long, I just want to say to everybody that has watched this video or any of the other videos, just like enjoying the content that I try to create and whatnot, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much. I would love to interact with you guys. I would love to see your thoughts and opinions on certain things. But please, in chats in the future, no dodgy comments or whatever, because that is a bit much. So I'd rather keep the adult humor down. And they know, and I'm just gonna point out that this person knows who they are. So, in future, man, can you please keep that kind of humor down, because I don't think everybody wants to see that. I know they're not much, but it gets uncomfortable. I'm sorry, but I just have to say this. It just gets really, really uncomfortable. But nevertheless, to everybody that has either watched the videos or has joined into the streams, wanted to see more, and also that are inspired by me to actually try this game out, thank you so much. I want to make people smile. I want to make people happy. I want to somehow make people laugh, and I want to join the journey of playing through these games with you guys. Quote, I am not going to be the best player. I am not going to be the best answer of communications or anything like that. I just basically want to join this adventure, chit chat with you all, and just have fun. I mean, if one person questions about something, then another person can answer it, which is absolutely fine. So, again, thank you everybody who has joined this journey so far, so much with me in this absolutely wonderful journey. I'm basically somebody that does this for fun. I don't do this for money-wise or anything like that. I just basically want to show people what my capabilities are, you could say, and my ways around certain situations, which most of the time throughout this playthrough is actually looking up to see what the answer to solve the puzzle. So I forgot to mention that to get this cutscene, I have to get all of the information throughout the whole game and all that through certain escape rooms. So I forgot to mention this, so let's go back a bit. So basically, when I completed that first clip, I decided to go back to all of the escape rooms that I didn't get all the achievements that I did. I went back and just basically used the safe lock to get the gold. That was it. So basically, if you don't complete it first time around, then go back to it. If you have the safe code for the blue code for the safe, then go back to it, use that as quick as possible, and then you're done and dusted. So now this comes to the end of this video. So if you like to see more, then basically like check out my other videos. Check out also the JiaYueHoneyJade channel, where all my voice and creativity stuff will be there, like speed drawings, voice acting, possibly singing, etc. And also right now I am actually available for commission, so if you guys like, there will be a link down the bottom to show the list of what the commission prices are, etc. for PayPal and Clover. And if you would like a commission from any of that, please contact me through either like a comment on YouTube, a message on either any type of platform like Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I can give you a price. And sometimes I do customized drawings and such, so that's pretty much it, I think. So until next time, see you in Zero Time Dilemma.